So now as we created our tables, we're ready to populate them. Here in the object tree we can see our bookings table and members table. It shows us the columns that belong to those tables, and we start with populating the members table. I'll paste in the code first and then we'll walk through it. So now we're dealing with DDL language again, data definition language. We're inserting data into a table. So insert into command is followed by a table name. Then in brackets we'll specify the list of columns we are providing the data for. Please note that the ID column, the primary key column, is missing in this list, and that is because we specify the data type serial, which will take care of populating the ID column automatically with the next unique number. Then the list of column names is followed by the list of values we want to provide for those columns. So it's a Burden for a second name, Tracy for first name, bdc@mail.com for email, Boston for address. Now all of those are strings, and we use single quotes to specify a string value. And here for a date join, it might seem like we're using a string as well, but the database will convert that into a date. Because we're following the date pattern here, it will get converted into a date. Now we can run this statement. Okay, it's successfully executed. Now we'll insert another two records into our members table. So it's the same insert command, and we specify the values list for the first record, followed by comma, followed by values list for a second record. Select the command, run it. Now if you want to take a look at the data in your table, you can run this command, select star, which stands for give me all the data, all the column names that are in that table, from, and then your table name. Here you go, the three records you just inserted into your table. Everything except for a telephone number. That is because we didn't specify a telephone number in our columns list, and we didn't provide any value for it. Now we'll populate the bookings table. As you remember, the bookings table has member ID, which is a foreign key. A foreign key that points to an ID column of members table. It means that if we provide a record for which member ID equals 1, it will belong to a member whose ID is 1. So if we insert this record into the bookings table, it will belong to Burden Tracy because his ID is 1. If we insert this record for which member ID is 3, it will belong to a member with ID 3, which will be Tim. So this booking will belong to Tim, and the last booking for which member ID is 1 will belong to Burden Tracy again because he has ID 1. And it's not a problem that one user, in this case Burden Tracy, has multiple bookings. That's fine, that's one-to-many relationship. Let's run it. Okay, let's take a look at our data. Very good. Please take a note of the ID column. We didn't specify a value for the ID, but it was automatically populated for us with unique values. Now this is a wrap up of our creating and populating a first database section, and see you in the next videos.